I think my mic's working. Yeah, I thought I was gonna be a little late. Like the second I hit live, my tummy hurt and I had to go back to the bathroom. For the people who don't know what's going on, no, this is not a graduation announcement. Cause I know not everyone who watches my streams are in the Discord. So I would like to put that out there for the people who are not in my Discord. I'm not graduating. For the people who are in my Discord, I am going to do my best to not cry on stream. I've cried a lot on YouTube, and I don't want to. And they're already coming out of the room. I'm gonna riot. Okay, we're good. Yeah, join the Discord to get frequent updates. That's like the go-to platform to get every updates. But Nosferatu jumped out of my vehicle Tuesday and ran away. I still do not have him, and the entire town is still trying to catch him. So pretty much what happened was... No, I just started Mocha. So pretty much what happened was we got a flat tire and we had to patch it. And since I haven't eaten the entire day that day, I went into the gas station. I was in the gas station for maximum 3 minutes, and apparently my sister left the her driver's side door open, and she's like, well, if Nosferatu wanted to jump out the car, he would have already done so already. And then we were late to pick up our other sister. It happened really quickly. Next thing I know, I'm walking out of the gas station, and she's across the fucking street yelling for me that he just fucking bolted. So I had to run down almost half a mile, which is not something I can really do. With my heart condition, I can't run. So I was pretty much running on straight adrenaline. I ran. I seen him cross the street. He went from he went across the street, and I tried to go across the street too, so I could at least be on the same side to be able to keep an eye on him. And I almost got hit by a semi. I almost did not make it across. So I kept running. By the time I got to the place where I last seen him, he was gone. So my sister fixed the tire, picked me up, and I threw up a bunch of bile. Because I'm not good. So we ended up going and driving around, and we found him way back in the back of the town in the wooded area. And it was quiet, and there was no cars, no traffic, no nothing. It was a secluded area. And I said his name again. I said his name happily, and I shook the tweet bag, and I got on the ground to be as non-threatening as possible, because I knew he was scared. He almost got hit by a car in the downtown area. So I was trying to get him, and he seen me, and he ran away from me. And that was Tuesday, and that's the last time I have physically seen him. during that night, we stayed out there from 3 p.m. to about 7 or 8, because it got really dark and we couldn't see him. But that entire night, it's Florida. We have a lot of crackheads, to say the least. It's something we are known for. So I pretty much employed an army of crackheads to help me get them. Which sounds bad, but also they would all they're always out on the streets walking around and stuff. So I'm like, okay, if anyone's gonna help me catch them, they may be able to help. So I offered them $100 if they can get my dog back. Which, I will admit, one of them called me today and said that they did see him. So, they're still trying for me. But the entirety of, like, the sheriff's department and the animal control were called, like, within 15 minutes, and they were helping me as well. Yeah, smart idea, yeah. Well, it was mainly since they're always gonna be out and about anyways. It would make sense to ask the people who live there to help me. But, they've been trying really hard to get him back. Like, the entire town knows. The town is under the assumption that I am a child. They never asked for my age, but since my sister was in like a dress and had her makeup done and she was in heels, I was wearing a baggy hoodie and a pair of jeans and sneakers. So, plus my voice, it was before like my voice got really shot and I sounded like a smoker. I sound a bit better now, but you can hear like a little bit of scratchiness. But they're under the impression that I'm like 14 or 15. I don't talk about my age much. I'm in my early 20s. I don't know how small are you. Apparently small enough to pass for like a teen. My average height. But they're helping me. But it's just he hasn't eaten, from my knowledge, since Tuesday morning at 8 a.m. He had early breakfast and then he hasn't eaten since then. I'm pretty sure he's been eating random things, I would assume, but animal control and the sheriff's unit has been pretty much tracking him down and giving me frequent updates. They said they've tried giving him pizza, hamburgers, fish, ham, cheese, dog food, dog treats, pretty much anything food-wise under the sun. They have tried to give to him, and I almost cried. Keep the line going, they'll be more inclined to help you find those who they believe you're a child. I mean, they haven't asked for my age, so I'm not going to tell them my age. But they have been, I will give them it, they have been trying. It's just been really rough, to say the least. The only... Wait, can I pause ads? Okay, I can delay ads for 10 minutes and I'll press it again. The only news that I can really give on Nosfu is that he is alive. He was spotted today at noon. So he is alive, and they said all things considered, he seems healthy. He's just absolutely terrified. Which is fair enough. It's Florida, and it's winter, so it has gotten like down into like the 30s, which is normal for Florida sometimes. The ads will jump. Oh, I paused the ads. I pretty much I paused them for like 9 minutes, and then I'll click them again. I don't really need ad revenue when I get like maybe 6 cents. It's not fucking worth it right now. Good news is that he is alive. The bad news is that the entirety of the sheriff unit and the entirety of the animal control has told me that he is not trained. That whoever I went to did not do a good job. Because for a service dog, he is not acting at all the way he is supposed to. And I paid about 3K for his training, and he was gone for about 14 weeks. 13 to 14 weeks he was gone. And I understood that he would not come back fully trained for the fact of service dog training takes years, multiple years, and they're really, really expensive. So I understood that Nosfu would not be absolutely fully trained, but he would know his basic obedience and how to walk on a leash, and he does alert to my heart rate. That I will give. The problem is that he's not coming when he's called at all. Pretty much for the amount of money that I paid and the amount of time that she had him, at the very least, he should have his basic obedience and come when he is called, and he does not have that. I was under the impression that the person that I went with was a legal, reputable business. I have found out that they are not a licensed business at all. They have no LLC, and we can't find physical proof of anything that they have said that they have done. I can't go into too much details about them without like doxing them and stuff like that. But my sister is in the business of looking into other businesses and making sure that they're doing what they are supposed to be doing. So she may not have a platform by the end of the year. My sister is pretty much going for her throat. They thought my sister was my mom because of how overprotecting she was of me and how overbearing she was. So they assumed my sister was my mommy, and I'm like, cause like, they called my sister and they're like, don't worry, we're going to get your daughter's dog back. And all things considered, I thought that was the funniest shit ever. Cause my sister is younger than me. She just looks older because she's more well put together than me. Like I said, she looked like a traditional housewife, and I was dressed up like Adam Sandler. Jeans, big hoodie. I was going to a thrift shop. I wasn't going to be dolled up. Should probably force a refund. That is something that I'm looking into. The trainer and I got on the phone call before this mess went down. And she's like, hey, if it comes down to it, we will give you a full refund. And if worse comes to worse, I will give you a service dog. But I'm not sure, I'm not sure about getting a service dog from her. if this is how Nosu is acting. Yeah, I did, like, I looked into this lady for like a good month and a half, and she was in my budget and like not halfway across Florida or in another state. I did my best with the research. Yeah, it seems that I was mainly under the impression of something else and was pretty much tricked and lied to and gaslit. But my sister is talking about small claims court, so there is a possibility that I would be put into a court case about this, cause I will admit she was upfront and has told me that he is a nervous dog and that he wouldn't be the greatest for service dog work, but he would be a good, okay service dog. The dog's fine. He is currently lost, but he is alive. He's just really, really scared. He's running around town, and I do not have him as of currently. But pretty much the entirety of the animal control and the entirety of the sheriff's unit has told me to get a refund. Try and figure that out, because there's no way he should be acting the way that he is acting. Because they said that, because the sheriff unit has been chasing him down well within like 3 a.m. Like, they've been out. They said they had to break some laws to help me. They said that they were able to corner him in somebody's yard, and he turned around and growled at them, proceeded to climb a fence and run out into the woods. And after that, they had to call it for the night because it was 3 a.m. They weren't going to be able to get him that night, so they had to call off the hunt. But they've been trying. They called me and said that they've tried again today. They've set up a couple traps about where he's been currently hanging out at. What scared him that badly? That's the thing, is that we don't know. We don't even know why he jumped out of the car to ram to begin with. Because he should have just stayed in the car, and he didn't. And it's not something the dog trainer has told me. She said, yeah, if you tell him to sit, he stays there. Like, and I've been blaming myself for it. Because in my head, I'm like, okay, I should have just brought him into the store with me for the 3 minutes. Because I went into the store for 2 Dr. Peppers and a small bag of chips. Because I haven't eaten and my sodium was low. So I needed some salt. So I've been having the really bad sinks. So my hands shake a lot now, due to like stress and not eating. I didn't eat today. I still have half a sub in the fridge. Has it been acting the same? Kind of. My sister ended up giving her a very, very, like a very, very big text message, pretty much stating, hey, my sister paid a bunch of money for a dog that hasn't been trained, and you need to do something about it. Then I had my dog trainer text me and say, hey, I seen that your sister was pretty much bashing me on a public forum, and my sister can be quite aggressive, I would admit. So I thought my sister went on Facebook or something and said a bunch of heinous things. But all my sister did was ask an opinion, like, hey, has anyone had any experience with this person? If so, how was your experience? Nothing, that was it. She made it seem like she did way worse. And that was a couple days ago and she hasn't texted me back. So I think the dog trainer is ignoring me. Sister's all built for Twitter. Oh, she is. I would bring her on stream, but she doesn't know stream etiquette, so she would end up saying something doxable very quickly. So, but yeah, I was pretty much lied to and gaslit into this dog trainer, and now I'm not sure really what to do. Because I do think it is pretty fucked up to prey upon the disabled like that. Because I can't drive. I can't drive. I can't have, like, let's say, a real job. So, like, I can't work at, like, Walmart or, like, a Dollar General or something. Streaming is my job. Now, I don't make the most on this, but I do get paid. I do get payout at every end of the month. And are we good? I stopped talking until it fixed itself. Am I good now? I think I'm good. But it's enough to where I can say that I can officially call this my job instead of it just being a hobby. Now, Nosferatu is fine. He's okay. He hasn't been hit by a car. They've told me, all things considered, he seems healthy. And when they call his name, he does stop and look at them. But the second they step forward, he immediately runs away again. And I think for the amount of money I paid and the amount of time that she has had him, he should have at least came to me when it was a desolate road. Let me can I pull something out? Hopefully I don't draw this shit what the fuck did I do? Hopefully I don't draw this perfectly to the point where it is a doxable thing. Hopefully not. I don't think I will. I wasn't expecting to draw anything, so I didn't set anything up. But I am going to... Oh, well, I'm putting it away. I am going to try to not cry. Because I know if I cry, then my voice will be shot, and then I'll sound like a chain smoker. And that's not entirely something that I wish to do. Oh yeah, I forgot paint doesn't fucking work. Fuck me. Okay, let me move my ass out the way. You can see me!
Ah, that's the stuff. We'll do our best to support you. I hope that Nosfu returns to you safely. Please take care of yourself and don't take it too hard. _Shiro heart : Shiro Pat.
Thank you. And I will make sure that I eat and I realize I flashed my fucking home screen. Ignore that, it shouldn't be that surprising. But pretty much, we were on a desolate road. And Nosfu were like chilling here. And we had like our car up here. So we pulled up and I got out of the car. And he was probably, it was probably about this far away. I got on the ground. And I shook the treat bag. And he is wearing an e-collar. So I hit the e-collar because the dog trainer said that he is trained to come to you when you hit the vibrate button. And I did. I hit the vibrate button since he could see me. And I said his name. And I shook the treat bag. And he ran. This was a desolate street. There was no cars, no sounds, no nothing. You know the intersection? This is like a pretty common road everywhere. I don't think this is going to be doxable. But it's the fact that she explicitly told me he will always come to you when you hit the vibrate button. And I did, and he could see me. I was in a half mile of him. I hit the vibrate button, I said his name, and he ran. So my sister yelled, and I jumped back in his car. Before the car door could close, we went around the corner, and he was gone. Like, bro just vanished. No, I hit the vibrate button. She said by the time we turned the corner, he vanished. He pretty much just evaporated, and that was the last time I seen him. Have an e-collar? Okay, no. Let me pull up. The e-collar. He specifically has this color. Now, I will say it looks quite scary. But on this side, it has a vibrate feature. Oh, my mic's away. And it does have a shock feature, but the shock is kind of like the fact, like if you were to jump on a trampoline and you get like that little static shock that is in. I have put it on myself to make sure it is not hurting. You guys are thinking of a shock collar that is like a taser. This is not it. This is a training tool. I would not physically harm my dog on purpose. This one is a good one. I don't know. I guess you were thinking about that one streamer. Yeah. The one that he had was not this one. I've never had this collar above 20 on Nosfu, and I have tested it on myself up to 50. It does not hurt. I can put it on like my wrist and turn it on and not even jump. But the way that I can describe how this collar feels is that when you're jumping on a trampoline and you get the static shock. That's like the best way that I could describe the color. The dog trainer said that she didn't go over 20 either, but I'm not sure because I wasn't there with her. But I've personally never used one of these, and this is a $200 fucking color. And I know he's not scared of the color because he'll see me pull it out when it's done charging, and he'll run to me and sit down for me to put it on him. So I know he's not traumatized from it, or else he wouldn't want to wear it. Boing. It also has a flashlight on it, which I really like, so I can see him in the dark. Yeah, it's like, see? It's a $200 color. It's meant to be... And I'm crashing again. Wonderful. Okay, I'm back now. E-horrors need to be used very carefully. I did what she has told me to do. I've never used an e-collar. I know nothing about them. This is the only one that I do know of, specifically because I have read the manual. Because I wanted to know what the fuck it was. But pretty much my sister, the sheriff unit, and the animal control has pretty much stated that my dog acts like he has been wronged by every person known to man, because he is absolutely terrified of everybody. So they're under the impression that he's possibly been hurt by the lady, but we have no evidence of that, so I don't want to say that he's been hurt by her, because I don't know. But we've just been... I've been stressed, to say the least. Reactivity? Yeah. That's also a part of it. I'm scared that since he has already growled at a sheriff, I'm scared that he's going to attempt to bite them. And if he tries to bite, then he can be labeled as a threat and an aggressive dog. And if that's the case, then he can be shot with a tranquilizer gun, which would not kill him. It would just put him to sleep. But there is two possible outcomes that can come of a tranq gun. He can either get hit by the gun and run away and hide before they can get him before he falls asleep, or they give him too high of a dosage and he doesn't wake up. And that's one of my fears. And I'm also scared that he may get hit by a car. But they have said that it seems that he's been really smart to stay away from the roads. So the most that they can legally do now is set up a couple traps and attempt to chase him down until he gets tired and they can grab him. But even then, they've said they chased him for 2 to 4 hours straight, and not once did he stop to catch his breath. He just continued running. I don't know when I will get him back, or how he is even going to act once I get him back. Because there is the possibility that this experience will traumatize him to the point that he won't be able to continue being a service dog. Because he does, in fact, alert to my heart rate quite a lot, to the point that he was even alerting to Mocha when Mocha and I went out to lunch one day. But I do think that this experience of him being out in the wilderness for like 3 to 4 days, I think he might be too traumatized to continue. After I was able to finally get the money to send him to training and finally get a service dog, because Nosfu would be my 3rd one. The other 2, with it being Florida, there are some things that are out of my control, especially when it comes to the invasive toads or the invasive snakes. Since it is winter, I don't need to worry about him eating a toad, but I genuinely don't think I can handle using another dog. Let's not jump to the worst case scenario. Look, if I jump to the worst case, if the worst case doesn't happen, then I'll already feel happy. But with him possibly not continuing service dog work is a very, very high possibility. But I do plan on getting my money back from the dog trainer and having my sister potentially look into licensed dog trainers, since she can look into the business side of things. And I'm going to get their opinion and see if he can continue. If he cannot continue, I'm not going to waste the money to put into training that he will not be able to have. You know, like, I don't want to waste the money on his training if he physically just can't do it. Yeah. In the service dog world, it's called washing. The dog washes out. So pretty much he will be, if he can't continue being a service dog, he will retire and become what Noth likes to say, a recreational dog. So he'll just retire and get to just play around at home. But it also means that I don't have a reliable heart rate monitor while out in public. And it means that I am back to having no freedom when it comes to being in town. So I'm not sure what to do about that. Cause I don't know. I don't know how long it's going to take to get them back, or what I'm going to do if he can't be a service dog, or what I'm going to do if the worst case scenario happens and I don't get him back alive. I don't know. The good news is that he is alive. Albeit he is very, very, very fast. On my fucking phone. And it seems that the family has figured out that he is missing. I've been trying to avoid telling my family just so they wouldn't blow up my phone consistently. So I could have my phone work for the important things. So after stream, I will talk to her. Point. I hope this was enough of a update. I was like going to deliver happier news. I appreciate that everyone came to see me out. I'll keep everyone updated on Discord as I get the more important updates. I've been updating Mocha, like the slightest update I'll give to her. But I've been mainly giving Discord the important ones. But yeah, he's on fight or flight, and he's on flight right now. He is scared, he doesn't know what's going on, and he's running. Thank you for the gifting. You didn't need to do all of that. I may need to mute the thingy, and I don't know how to. I can hear it. I don't know if you guys can. And yeah, still no Basura. But it's been a rough week. Mocha can confirm that I sound a bit better in the voice. I probably still sound a bit scratchy, but hopefully I will say it doesn't sound as bad as it once was. Like I sounded way worse. I was asked earlier what breed Nosha was, and he is a Labrador Retriever. So luckily, he wasn't an aggressive breed. Like, I wouldn't say pit bulls are aggressive, as my family has some, and she is the sweetest dog ever. But I feel like the town would have been a little bit more not wanting to be as helpful. If I had like a 200-pound pit bull, I don't think they would have wanted to entirely look for him as much as they are trying now. I am just trying to get myself up. Stay happy. I'm mainly terrified of court. I've never had to do any type of court things. And I'm really scared about that. I keep delaying ads every 10 minutes, so hopefully you guys aren't getting any. It's just... I just don't know what to do other than wait for any type of news. I plan on going out tomorrow. North is off, so I can get over there and look around. I'm hoping that since he's been gone for so long, that if he hears me and I can see him, that he'll finally be scared enough to run to me. I'm going to see if he will in fact do that. But since he did run away from me the one time, we're not sure if he will. But obviously, I'm gonna try. But I'm not sure.
That's the stuff.
Self-care, Shiro. You deserve to be healthy and happy.
Thank you. It finally stopped with the little dingies, and it scared the hell out of me. For once, Postal Dude jump scared me. I was wondering why it took so long. It's because it was getting through 20 dings at once. And I have no way of muting it on my end without opening up Streamlabs.
That's the stuff.
Don't give up on him, there's still time, there's always tomorrow. Keep your chin up and just keep trying what you can. Smiley face emoji. I and everyone here will support you through and through.
It's because... Thank you, Mocha. It's mainly because... the TTS voice is an Englishman and Shiro is a Japanese name. So for it to pronounce my name correctly, you have to spell my name wrong. But hi, Sato. Been late. A lot of things happened this stream. If you're new here, hello, I'm Shiro. This is not a graduation announcement. I am just going through what I would say would be the worst week in a long time, to say the least. I have drank a lot of water today, mainly just so I could stream tonight. it does seem that the water has helped with my voice a bit. But I did want to stream tonight so I can get as much of an update as possible. And it did help. Streaming is a good distraction. I will keep everyone updated on the court side of things. As much updating as I can without risking my safety or the agency. I want to make my own agency. You have to be an animal VTuber to join though. Make my own group. I don't know. I'm happy being Shiro. I don't ever plan on graduating. That's not something anyone has to worry about. I also don't think any agency would even want me. I don't think I could be dishonest if I was in an agency, and I like being honest with that. As honest as I can be. The armed detective agency, don't get me started. No, I'm happy just being me. I don't need no big agency. I'm happy with the little community that I have made. I applied to a group before, but I've never applied to an agency. I'll be honest, it scares me, and I'm not smart enough for contracts. So it's probably best I avoid being in any type of contract situation. I'm already in enough trouble as is for not reading and researching correctly. So I'm gonna have to figure it out from there. When I do get those feedback, I will make an announcement about it. Obviously, I will keep you guys updated since he is a big part of my community. If it wasn't for you guys, he wouldn't have been able to even go to school. And he even has his own emote. So Noseful is a part of the community. And even if he has to be retired to be a normal dog, he'll still be a part of the community. I'm not just gonna abandon him if I have to fire him. That's pretty fucked up of me to do. But I think that is enough. And that's all of the updates that I have. If there's any questions, I will do my best to answer them in a way that is okay for me to say. Just know I might not stream again tomorrow or something. This stream was mainly an update stream and more of a yip yap stream, more so than a gaming thing. I'm not sure when I will be back to gaming. This is my first time getting on my computer since like Monday. I've not touched it since. So I'm going to take it easy, focus on getting him back, and I'll update everyone when I can get him back. Because I don't know at the moment when that will be. One thing that I would like to ask everybody is if I do get a refund for his training, and the off chance that when I speak to a professional licensed dog trainer that I have my sister look into to confirm that they have an LLC and he can't be a service dog, what should the refund go to? Since all of that funds was sent through Kofi specifically for his school, you guys have an opinion on how I should use it. I don't like using donathon funds on anything other than what they were sent in for. I broke down in tears because I had to pay my phone bill out of the 2.0 donathon fund, and I broke down in sobbing because of it. I did put it back once I got paid from YouTube. I put the money back into the donathon fund, so it is back to where it needs to be. But I don't like using it for things other than what I have stated it would be used for. I always want to be honest with everybody. That's the thing. Something that I thoroughly believe in streaming is that I never want to lie to chat. I never want to get caught in a lie, because once you lie and your bridge gets burned down, even if you rebuild your bridge, it won't be as sturdy as it once was. I don't know if I have heard that anywhere before, or if I came up with it. I probably didn't, and I probably just heard it somewhere and don't remember. That is a possibility. But it is something that I thoroughly believe in, and is probably one of the main reasons I am so honest, is the fact of I'll never want to be caught in a lie. I'm always as honest as I can be, and I redact information that would probably put me at risk. But I think I'm as honest as I can be without doxing. 2.0 amends, I could probably split it amongst them. I'm pretty much waiting. I haven't got any bit of a refund, but I may use the donathon funds if the worst happens and he does get hit by a car. I would use it for his vet bill, and I know everyone would understand if that needs to be done. And then when I get a refund, I will refund it. But he don't seem to be smart enough to keep away from cars. I just want him to come back home. I don't like sleeping without him. He normally sleeps on top of me. And I had to pull out the body pillow. And it's not the same. Or like no strip on it. So I think this is it. I think that was the gist of what's happened. That was the main question I wanted to ask too, on what should be done with the funds. I don't think I have any other things that needs to be said. Unless anybody has questions, I think that may be it. I appreciate the super chats. I appreciate the gifting more than you know. I appreciate everybody coming out to the stream to see what I had to say. I know it was mainly just a lot of rambling, but I think I got all the information that I needed to say without risking anything. So thank you. Thank you for taking time out of your day or your night, whatever time zone you may be in, to tune in to a random fox girl on the internet. I still find that mind-boggling that people will see my stream pop up and be like, yeah, Shiro stream, let's go. I still find that mind-boggling of a thing. And I appreciate it. So, I'm gonna get off before I cry. I don't wish the cry on stream anymore. So thank you. Thank you for coming. If you're not in the Discord, you should join. That's the quickest way you will get like any type of announcements or notifications from me. I will see everyone on stream when I can.
Ah, that's the stuff.
Get some rest, we love you.
I'll get as much rest as I can. I will make an announcement on Discord when my next stream will be, but I cannot promise it'll be next week. I don't know. It may be when I can get Noseful back to me, because I don't know if I can stream.
Ah, that's the stuff.
It is what it is.
Thank you. Because I don't know if I can stream a game and not just randomly break. So yeah. See you tomorrow. Thank you for coming. I will see everybody when I can. Thank you for coming. See you tomorrow.